okay? When a solid dissolves in a liquid, is it either A, B, or C? I'm not even going to say D because D was there to trick you. So is it either A, B, or C? A solute, a solvent, or a solution? Let's see. Let's see who's just trying. Who has an answer? Go ahead and type your answer in the chat. Is it A, B, or C? Oh, okay. Dwayne? All right. Nice job, Dwayne. Looking for a few more answers in the chat. We got an answer from Dwayne. On question number 1, I had an answer from Neo, Jalen, Destin. Yes, thank you, Zorian. I had an answer from Jarrell for question number 1. Good, thank you, Destin. Yes, you're all correct. The answer is C. It is a solution. All right, so you're correct. Go ahead and highlight it. I'm also going to highlight it on my end because I want you to see exactly what it looks like. To highlight. Boom. All right, so my answer is C, okay? Question number 3 was there to trick you, all right? So, don't be that person, Jarrell. So, in a solution with salt and water, which is the solute and which is the solvent? Remember that the solute is a solid. The solute is a solid, okay? So, which one is the solute? Is it the salt or is it the water? Go ahead and type into the chat. Which one is the solute? Is it the salt or is it the water? Which one is the solute? Is it the salt or the water? If the solute is a solid, remember what I'm saying. If the solute is a solid, is it the salt or is it the water? Yes, Dustin. Nice job going back to change your answer. Yes, Miss Trend. Yes, Zorian. Yes. So for question number 3, that first line is salt. Okay? Because we know that our solute, all right, is a solid. What is a solute? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and underline because I also want you to see that salt is my correct answer. And here, I also want you to see that water is my correct answer, okay? Awesome. Yes, the solid is what is getting dissolved in our solution. So today, we're going to be talking a lot more about what is our solute, what is our solvent, and about our solution. Can I please have somebody raise their hand and read our objective for today? Can I have someone raise their hand and read our objective for today? Okay, so far I got Nia. I'm looking for other people to raise their hand. We got to get these PBIS points. This is easy. I'm about to warm call. Go ahead, Destin. Go ahead and read our objective for today. That word is concentrated. Can you say it one more time? Concentrated by observing an experiment. Yes, so we are going to observe an experiment to see what makes the solution more concentrated. Okay? Nice job, Destin. We're going to be revisiting this idea of concentrated one more time. But let's make some Kool-Aid. Type in the chat if you ever had some Kool-Aid. And what's your favorite flavor? What's your flavor? Okay, Miss Vazquez, I saw you. Oh, Jemai said she didn't have Kool-Aid. The blue one, The red one, fruit punch. Nah, that's like classic. That's classic. Fruit punch is like classic. All right. So as we do this experiment, while Neo's showing me his thing of Kool-Aid, okay, I want to know which recipe will taste better. Okay, which one do you think is sweeter? I might have two. So I got Mr. Murphy. Okay, he is only gonna get half a scoop of Kool-Aid, of Kool-Aid powder. He's gonna get half a scoop of Kool-Aid powder. Miss Fields is gonna get 1.5 scoops of Kool-Aid powder. Based on this, who can make a prediction? Which one do you think? Who do you think will be sweeter, Miss Fields or Mr. Murphy? And why do you think that? Who do you think is going to be sweeter, Miss Fields or Mr. Murphy? And why do you think that? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, Jason. Neo gave me a Y. Nice job pushing our thinking. Okay, Dustin. I'm looking for somebody to mute. Let's see who I'm a warm call. One in Miss Fields, she's getting 1.5 scoops. Mr. Murphy's only gonna get half the scoop. Who do you think is gonna taste sweeter or taste better? Okay. So Dwayne, Drew, Jemiah, Jalen, Jazari, go ahead and type your answer to the chat. Do you think it's gonna be Miss Fields that's gonna be sweeter or Mr. Murphy that's gonna be sweeter? Keontae, Liam, Nevaeh, Trinity. Wow, there's so many people here. I cannot wait to see all of your answers in the chat. Yes, Zorian gave an answer. Okay. Jason, I'm scared. I understand. Great. Zorian, unmute. Who do you think is going to be sweeter and why?
I think that Miss Fields' cup is going to be sweeter because she has one hole more than Mr. Murphy.
Oh, awesome. So now let's go ahead and see our experiment.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I want I want y'all to be able to see like the whole thing, okay? So don't y'all get to see the rest of my space here. Okay. All right. Okay. So really quick, before we even get started into our experiment, all right. I have my Kool-Aid packet, and I don't drink Kool-Aid, and so I only did this for y'all. All right, so I got my Kool-Aid packet. But I want to know: is the Kool-Aid powder the solute or is that the solvent? Remember, the solute is the solid. Is my Kool-Aid powder the solute or the solvent? Jason, I'm mute. Talk to me.
I say it's the solute.
Yes, it's
because I say it's a solute because like it's, how do you say it?
It's the solid.
Yes, the solid.
Yes, it's a solid that's being dissolved into our solvents. Okay, so so the water is gonna be our what? It's gonna be our solid. Yes, but when I mix it both together, then it becomes a what? You said it right.
A solution.
A solution. Thank you. Go ahead and put yourself on mute, Jason. Appreciate you. All right, so I gotta give Miss Fields 1.5. So let me boom. Go ahead and get my half in there. Okay. You stare at that. So we got Miss Fields. All right. And remember, you're gonna tell me which one is lighter or darker. Okay, we got Miss Fields. All right. And I kind of mixed it a little bit already, so I'm just like adding a little bit more so y'all can see what it looks like. All right. And then I got Mr. Murphy.
I know.
He only gonna get half a little scoopity scoop. All right. So All right, and don't tell Mr. Murphy or Miss Fields, okay, about their Kool-Aid. Now, based on their Kool-Aid, I've mixed it all together, okay. Which one is lighter and which one is darker? Neo's making an observation, and Xavier's making an observation. Whose drink is gonna be darker? Let me see who else is making an observation. Wow, Destin is making an observation. Yes, Phils. Awesome. Xavier, unmute. Can you tell me which one is darker? And why do you think, you said Miss Fields, why do you think Miss Fields might be darker? Go ahead, Xavier.
Fields is darker because Mr. Murphy is light and Miss Fields is not light.
Awesome. Who got more solutes? Did Miss Fields get more solutes or did Mr. Murphy get more solutes? If Miss Fields is darker,
I would say Fields.
Yes. Nice job, Xavier. Go ahead and put yourself on mute. Okay. So Xavier got his PBIS points. Destin, Jason, Neo is getting his PBIS points because he is actively participating in the chat. So please remember, I know we had a long break, but please remember to make sure that you're actively participating in the chat. Okay. So you all told me that the Kool-Aid powder is going to be our solute because that's our solid, and our solvent would be the water, and our solution is the final thing. All right. So, which model accurately shows the particles? Which model accurately shows the particles? Is it model number 1 or model number 2? Which one? Type it in the chat. Model number 1 or model number 2? Jalen, Dwayne, wow. Jalen, unmute. Tell me which one correctly shows the particles in our Kool-Aid solution.
I said 2 because it's like because number 1 is like they're like together, and number 2 it's like they're spread it out.
Yeah, perfect, right? And so number 1, you're seeing that it's just clumped in one space, and model number 2 is showing that it's spread out. Okay, so you were correct, Jalen, and we want to make sure that you have our key word. It's spread out evenly throughout our solution. Okay, our particles are spread out evenly. That word is evenly. So please make sure that you're gonna get a chance to capture this in your notes. Okay, so where it says solution, big idea review in your notes, it says in a solution, the particles, which is also known as the solute, are distributed. How are they distributed? Type it in the chat. They clumped up or are they distributed? What's that E word that we just talked about? What's that E word? Equally. Okay. Equalize. That word is evenly. All right. So go ahead and fill in this top blank, and you're going to write evenly. Okay. So Xavier, I just showed you what you're about to do. Okay. And for where it says which model, a lot of us said model number 2. So you're gonna just highlight model number 2. Okay, and I'm gonna do it on my end so you can see exactly what it looks like. All right, I just highlighted model number 2. I'm gonna give you about 5 seconds to go ahead and type in evenly and highlight model number 2. At least highlight. You don't have to type nothing.